Good morning. Welcome to November. It's our gratitude groove. So let's anchor in our breath. It's 7 a.m., but it's still really dark. And that's what I love about November. So left hand on heart, right hand on belly. Let's anchor in our body and our breath. That's what brings us to the present moment. We breathe in. And as we breathe out, just exhaling just a little bit longer in that release. Breathe in. And breathe out. Breathe in. And breathe out. Now just close your eyes just for a second. Drop into your heart. And bring something into your heart that you're very grateful for. Because we're talking about gratitude. So breathe in. And just gratitude, feel that energy and the shift as we move from our head to our heart. And breathing deep into the heart, let's do a little heart coherence. Breathe deeply into the heart, focused on the heart. And take that gratitude and this feeling of appreciation for something or someone, an experience that makes your heart smile. That's how we get into what's called coherence, this resilient state of our optimal way of being in the world. So breathe in, bringing that feeling of appreciation. Notice how that energy ripples out into the world. Another deep breath in. And just savor that for a second. That simple. It's that simple. I pause throughout the day in gratitude, especially when I'm feeling stressed and overwhelmed. So let me bring up our gratitude affirmations for November 2021. I am grateful for this day. Absolutely. Another day to play in this divine realm that we call Earth. I'm thankful for the roof over my head, the food that I eat, the clothes that I wear, and my family and friends that I love. I say that every morning before I actually allow my feet to hit the floor. I'm grateful for the gifts that I express. Gratitude, do you ever have gratitude for the gifts that are yours that you get to bring into the world? I'm thankful for my health and all the good in my life. So even if there's some issues going on, you can find some place of health that's working. All right, so I'm still wanting to work on my eyes, but you know what? I'm strong, the vitality, even when I'm feeling tired, we'll talk about that in just a minute. I'm still able to have gratitude, though, for my level of awareness for my health and the possibilities of even greater vitality and strength. And I'm grateful for all who love me. And that is a potent one. To be loved, to be seen, and to belong is a deep place of gratitude. So create your own November affirmations, ways that you say thank you in the midst of all that is happening in your life and the world. That we can find the one thing or the two things or the 5 or 10 things that can shift our attention into the moment. Because that gratitude practice actually is the basis of joy. Brene Brown talks about that. And it's really true. It is looking around and looking within of what is available in the moment to be grateful for. So let's just pause because there's silence in my apartment. Now, that may not mean a lot to you, but I've been dealing with incessant refrigerator noise and issues since May 2020. So I've spent the pandemic with noise over there, like 40 minutes out of every hour, it was a loud refrigerator. And what I realized, because this one just died not once, but twice this month, they're having electrical issues here. But what I realized that when it died, I was at such peace for the quiet. Even though it was a hassle, I lost groceries twice, I was in gratitude for the quiet. And instead of shifting into what am I going to do, I pretend like I'm in a Paris hotel and I just have to go get breakfast. Like I have fresh fruit and some things that I can eat, like you can have tomatoes and avocados. And so I shifted from panic to, because it's been such a journey, to just like, this is what it is. And let me find gratitude. My mother is 5 minutes away, 10 minutes away, so I can go, make dinner over there, or she can have stuff in the fridge that I can bring home here. But what I found is that shift from annoyance, anger, frustration, just exhaustion that I've been feeling, that 3 days of quiet made me fully aware of how that was impacting my nervous system and the agency that I need to be able to buy my own refrigerator, which is a whole other thing when you're living in an apartment and the contract that you have. But the whole point of this talk is that even in the midst of the chaos and the exhaustion, I would have to find ways to be grateful that I do have a roof over my head, that during this pandemic, I have been able to pay my bills. I'm in full fundraising mode, so I'm going to be in gratitude for all that does arrive so I can continue the work that I'm doing in the schools because it's been phenomenal. That even with this happening, that the answer is in the prayer. So I'm in gratitude for the answered prayer, that I'm living in answered prayer for, the new house I want to live in, but for my peace of mind here and all my needs being met. And in gratitude, it shifts us. Not that we're bypassing the negative I just said negative. I never say negative. That's interesting. I just called it negative. Difficult emotions that we may label as negative. There we go. That I can shift from that is difficult and to feel it and to breathe into it and then allow myself to find some place of gratitude that's my touchstone of truth. It's my strength and vitality. It is that fountain of good that comes forth when I can find little things that I can be grateful for. When I teach kids mindfulness, we will literally put our feet out in a circle and I'm like, if anything, I can be grateful for this one pair of shoes I have on right now. And then the rug that we have in the classroom, the lighting that's still on. So November is about the abundance and the gratitude for it. Every day is a day of, gratitude affirmations. But even in the midst of challenges, how can we find that one thing that can be that touchstone of truth for us? What is that one thing that I can be grateful for? My life in this moment. But let's talk about the gifts that you bring into the world. Are you ever grateful for how you show up? I'm really clear that the gifts that I have are God ordained. This is the way that the divine gets to express in, through, and as me. Gets to. Like I'm giving God the choice. I just love how it's, I'm sleepy in the morning. I get to express. The I am presence gets to express the divine essence in, through, and as my life. And this incarnation is only one time. I'll never be Veronica Vias again. And the name is just a name given to me by my family. But the light that is the light of God is what is flowing. And the gifts that I'm so grateful to have, the eye that sees beauty and has I have this good eye for photography, the ability to weave words, whether I'm inspiring people, but also in writing form, and just the little gifts of kindness and love. So what are your gifts? What are you grateful for? What do you bring into the world? And to just have gratitude for that. And that's not arrogance, and that's not the ego. It's like, this is the way the light shines. This is my dharma, my soul purpose, and I'm grateful for all that's necessary, that is flowing in, through, and as me, and all that I receive that supports me on this journey. So an attitude of gratitude does make you feel good, as I share with the little kids. So for this month of November, just every day, 5 things that you're grateful for. Hand on heart. Left hand with heart math. And just anchoring in that heart coherence so we can create that field of energy that truly transforms the world from the inside out. So absolutely have a gorgeous day, but have a gorgeous month. Even with all that is happening, let us hold true that there's good and is ours to use. And there's that power that is good and is ours to use. And there's that light that is love that is ours to be and shine in this world, and find all the ways to be grateful. So once again, I'm grateful for this day. I'm thankful for the roof over my head, the food that I eat, the clothes that I wear, and my family and friends that I love. I'm grateful for the gifts I express. I'm thankful for my health and the good in my life. And I'm grateful for all who love me. So I thank you for being here on Patreon. And I just know and affirm for you this month, the month of gratitude, and just to know in your heart that whenever something arises, the answer is always in the prayer. So give thanks as our beloved master teacher Jesus did, give thanks, knowing that it is already so. So let us anchor out together. Have a glorious day. We breathe in and we breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. Thank you for being here.